From the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
So I'm going to say something right now that I usually probably wouldn't say because it's really embarrassing. But so Dale's going to kill me. We literally just did 20 minutes of the show and I forgot to press record. Dale friggin' hates me right now because we literally did almost the entire show and I never recorded it. And I looked over at him and said at 20-minute mark and I said, we're not recording this. Are you laughing?
You're the only one laughing.
You're not laughing?
No.
All right. All right. Well, hopefully this will be as good as the first one. I wish you guys could hear the first one. It was really good. It was really, really good. I swear to God. But no one will know it. No one except the dogs. They were the only ones listening. Anyway, this is called Shaken Not Stirred. This is the episode of the Swish Edition for March 20th. We're recording this super, super late on March 20th. But it'll come out eventually. I don't even know if it'll come out before March 21st on the East Coast. We're really behind. I'm sorry. Everything is fucked up. But you know what's not fucked up? I'm very excited about this. Just came out just yesterday, I think, the news that the James Bond franchise has found their 8th 007. Rumors are swirling that Barbara Broccoli and company have offered the job to British actor Aaron Taylor Johnson, who, until yesterday, I had never heard of before. Have you ever heard of this guy?
No, never.
The Sun newspaper over in Britain says that they have an inside source at Ian Productions, which is Barbara Broccoli's company, which makes the James Bond movies. It says they've offered the job to Aaron Taylor Johnson. Now, he was in Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. He was in Tenet, which I really wanted to watch both of those movies. I have not seen them. He was in the most recent Godzilla, and he won a Golden Globe for Anna Karenina. He's been in a bunch of other things. He's going to be in a Marvel superhero movie coming out this summer called Kraven the Hunter, too. So, and what's great about this is he's only 33, which is a good thing because he can stick around for a while, you know?
What do the other ones do, like 10 years each?
Yeah, I think Daniel Craig did 12 years over his 5 movies. He was getting a little long in the tooth there towards the end. Now, I think the oldest guy was, what's his name? Not Pierce Brosnan. Anyway, I'm excited about this.
Daniel Craig.
No, not Daniel Craig. Completely blanking. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Google him, take a look at him. You said you think he looks like that guy from. He looks like somebody.
He looks like, and not only that, he looks like an older, more handsome guy from either the lead character of Superstore.
Oh yeah, Superstore.
Or the guy from Veep.
He does look like the guy from Veep. You're right. Oh my goodness.
I don't remember the
Dan
guy.
Egan. Yeah. All right. I can see him. I mean, I guess James Bond can look like anyone. I'm just happy that he's British. I think James Bond should be British, and I think he should be a man. There was a lot of talk that they might bring James Bond back as a woman, which doesn't make any friggin' sense to me. Jane Bond. Shaken, not stirred. She'd probably want it stirred, though. That's what girls want. Anyway, I'm excited about this. I don't know if it's true. Nobody knows if it's true, but everybody's been picking up on this, and I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out what happens. You said that you kind of hoped it was Taron Egerton, the guy who was in the Kings.
I mean, I thought that was a good choice from the Kingsman
movies. Yeah, I thought he would have been wonderful.
He did that kind of work already.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's also very short.
You can't be short and be James Bond?
No, I think you need to be tall.
You got to be tall.
I think Taron Egerton's like my height. Like he's kind of a short guy.
Well, what I hope they do, and they said that they wanted to reinvent the entire thing, and I'm hoping that they take it back.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck it up probably, but I hope they take it back to the 1960s. I think that would really be fun. Don't do an origin movie. I don't want to hear about how James Bond became a spy, but take it back to the 60s. I think that would be really cool. The 60s were fun. So, do vintage. No?
I mean, if the whole franchise went away, I would not be unhappy.
You're not a big James Bond fan. So. No. Hey, let's switch over. Jennifer Lopez has canceled several concert dates. Apparently, her new album, This Is Me Now, is not doing really great. It debuted at number 38 on Billboard's 200 list last month, and the sales just haven't been great. This is after she spent $20 million of her own money making that, I don't know what you call it. It was basically a movie.
It was
advertisement for her.
Right.
Yeah. It was basically a 90-minute music video. Basically.
Oh, they have a name, and I can't think of it.
It does have a name?
Yeah.
A vanity project.
No.
It is. Basically
sure,
a vanity project.
But Beyonce did one too.
Yeah.
With was it the Lemonade album?
Lemonade
I think she
Stand?
did it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like Beyonce. Oh my God. Don't even get me started about Beyonce. I actually had it on my list of things to talk about this week because she's getting a lot of shit so her new country album, I guess, is doing pretty well. And that song, Texas
Hold'em or something,
is doing well, but there are a lot of racist people out there who aren't loving it. This is a very racist country. You know that?
Oh, yes.
There's still a lot of racist people who just can't take the fact that Beyonce has a really good country. I actually heard the song. I actually like it.
It's catchy.
But
none of the, I suspect the issue is none of the country radio stations are playing the song.
I think some of them are. And a lot of people have been saying when it comes on, I turn the station. Whatever. People suck. Music is music. Who cares who sings it? Right? You okay over there? Anyway, back to J-Lo. Apparently, she has canceled several stops on her new tour that she's going to be on this summer. She's canceled Cleveland, Nashville, Raleigh, Atlanta, Tampa, New Orleans, and Houston without any explanation. They're just gone, and they're giving all the people their money back. I think it's because of low sales. People aren't buying tickets. She still has 30 remaining dates that she is doing, and a couple of the cities have done really well. Miami, Toronto, and New York City have actually added extra nights because the demand has been so high. So apparently she has fans in Miami, Toronto, and New York, but not Cleveland, Nashville, and
Miami makes sense for someone like J-Lo. Well, she's Hispanic. She speaks Spanish. She has songs in Spanish.
I think she has a house there, too.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
New York City, the same thing. I don't know enough about the demographics of Toronto to know.
You know, I've always wanted to go to Toronto. I've been to Vancouver. I've never been to Toronto. We should go there sometime. I think they use it a lot in movies and TV shows in place of New York City, Toronto.
I've been to Toronto.
Have you?
Is that north of Niagara Falls? No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I have been.
It's in that same region somewhere.
I don't know if I've been or not.
Anyway, a lot of people are blaming the fact that ticket sales have been lackluster because, one, people don't love this new album, and two, some of the seats are really expensive. I mean, for a floor seat, $3,500 in some cities to stand on the floor in front of the stage. I'd pay $35, not $3,500.
No, these concert things are getting way out of hand.
Ridiculous. I love her, though. I still love her.
I still don't know who makes up the prices.
Is it Ticketmaster? Because they're the ones selling the tickets for her J-Lo's concert tour. Or is it J-Lo?
I mean, I don't know how it works. If I have an album, right, and I want to say I want to go on a national tour, right, and I call all these stadiums,
Yeah.
am I paying
No, I don't think.
out of pocket to rent this venue, or am I calling someone like Ticketmaster and say, hey, this is who I am, this is what I have to offer, can you get me these dates and then make me some money?
You know, I honestly don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works.
Do the company, whoever runs the show, whoever is producing the show, are they paying for the venue? Or is the venue taking a cut of the seats? I actually don't know how it works. Maybe someone listening to our show knows and they can write to us.
I really don't know.
I might have to look this up.
Yeah.
I might have to look it up. Anyway, I got some crazy crime reports to tell you. This is the craziest thing I've seen. One of the craziest things I've seen. So last week, the Pittsburgh Penguins, which are an NHL team, hockey team, they plan to give all their fans attending the home game against the San Jose Sharks a Jaromir Jagr bobblehead. Now, Jaromir Jagr was a Penguin for 11 seasons and won 2 Stanley Cups, and now he's retired. They've retired his jersey number 68. He apparently was a great player, and they were going to give everyone a bobblehead. Over 18,000 of them. But when it came time for the game to start, they found out that the bobbleheads were not available because they were stolen. They were made in China, shipped on a ship across the ocean to California, and when they arrived in California, they were stolen. Who the fuck steals bobbleheads?
They knew what they wanted.
Well, what I was thinking is there maybe was something else in that container that the thieves wanted.
I think there was
because
something.
who the fuck is going to steal 18,000 bobbleheads?
I think there was something inside the bobbleheads.
Like drugs?
Yes.
Like cocaine or something?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I looked this up. Apparently 9% of the cargo that comes into the California ports is stolen. 9%. And is never seen from again. Which makes me think of, because every time you and I go on vacation, I put an Apple AirTag in my suitcase. I know where my fucking suitcase is at all times.
Yeah, you would think they could put something on there.
If you had something very expensive in a container, wouldn't you put a little tracker in it? Put a tracker in it so you know where your shit is.
Yeah, they got insurance.
They don't give a shit.
No.
They've got insurance. If it disappears, they can write it off. Maybe they hope it disappears. According to the FBI, electronics and pharmaceuticals are the 2 biggest draws for cargo thieves in the U.S. And over the last several years, they've absconded with sports drinks, meat, tequila, and most recently, 19,000 pounds of Perry Ellis perfume.
That is so fucking funny.
We don't even know if Perry Ellis is still alive. We don't think Perry Ellis is still alive.
I don't think it is.
But who buys Perry Ellis perfume? 1, and 2, 19,000 pounds of it, and they stole it. And now is it showing up on eBay? I assume it's showing up on eBay.
Probably.
You know what is showing up on eBay?
Who's buying it? Yeah, like 50-year-old men. Wait,
It's perfume.
Oh,
I assume it's for women.
women.
Yeah.
I forgot they had a women's line.
Yeah. Crazy. But what is showing up on eBay right now is vouchers that were given out at the stadium to all the attendees who couldn't get their bobbleheads. They got a voucher that said, when we find the bobbleheads, we'll send it to you. Here's your voucher. And now the vouchers are selling for as much as $350.
Stupid.
For something that doesn't even exist. Who the fuck would be stupid enough to buy a $350 voucher for something that doesn't even exist? It's like praying to a god that doesn't even exist. Waste of time, waste of money. I gotta love this story. I saw this on the news yesterday morning. I tried to point it out to you. You were engaged in, I think you were watching TikToks. You love TikTok, and you're very upset that TikTok might be leaving.
It's very entertaining.
What are you going to do if TikTok is banned in the United States? What are you going to do?
Go back to Instagram, I guess.
You'll have to watch Reels on Facebook. It's the same damn thing. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yesterday, I don't know if it happened yesterday. I saw this yesterday. A Las Vegas woman was driving down the road, and she hit 4 people that were standing on the side of the road. They were gathered there to mourn the death of a recent car crash, someone who died in a car crash, and she hit them, which is kind of ironic, right?
Don't you think?
So
It's like,
she was arrested for DUI. She had 2 kids in the car at the time. She was arrested for DUI for hitting these people. No one died. I don't know if they were seriously injured. I'm not laughing about it. I don't think it's funny. But what's funny is that she claims that after she hit the people and stopped her car, she was dragged out of the car by the 4 people and forced to drink alcohol, which is why she was drunk when the cops showed up.
Jesus.
Forced to drink alcohol by the people she hit. I think that's a great defense. Did Lauren Rowe tell her to do that? Right. I mean, who told her to say
No one
the people
told
on
her
the side of the
that.
road forced her to drink alcohol after she hit them with her car?
Trying to get out of it.
It's very creative.
I hope this is on TV.
I have to follow up with this. I have to follow up and find out what happened because it's too good. It's too good of a story. I was forced to drink alcohol by the people I hit. I also want to talk about the Super Bowl. The guys who streaked across the field in the third quarter. You probably know about this, but you didn't see it because, I have a love-hate relationship for this idea that the networks refuse to show this stuff. Okay, so 2 guys got naked and ran across the Super Bowl football field last month here in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium, and CBS didn't show it because they refused to show that kind of thing. Is that good or bad, Dale?
Well, maybe it happened during a commercial break.
No, they have a policy that they won't show that kind of thing because they don't want to give the people who are obviously looking for attention.
Well, that makes sense.
But I think if it happens, it's news and you should cover it. Right?
Maybe afterwards.
I don't know. Anyway, so the rumor was that the guy who did it, the main guy who bought the tickets, did this because he placed a bet at a casino saying that someone would streak naked across the field during the Super Bowl and that he won a bunch of money. Debunked. Did not happen. No casino would make that bet because that's a stupid bet.
Oh, it's stupid, right?
Anyway, the guy's name, the 2 guys that did it, they live in Miami, Florida. The main guy is Alex Gonzalez. He's 50 years old. He's a day trader. He paid $42,000 for his 2 front row seats at the Chiefs 49ers game last month. And he did it. He planned to do this way before the game. He was going to do it. He said he just wanted to do something no one dares to do. It was kind of an adrenaline rush for him. And he got his stupid friend to do it with him. There's always a stupid friend that'll do shit with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Always a stupid friend that'll do shit with you. And it's funny. He's a day trader with 500,000 followers on Instagram. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea. So he said it cost him $42,000 to get arrested in Vegas. He did. He definitely got arrested. His court date is April 17th, and we're going to be watching this closely next month to find out what the fuck happens to this guy. What is the consequence for running naked across a football field?
Big fine.
Is that illegal? What's illegal about that? I don't think there's anything illegal about that. Is there laws on the book that says indecent exposure, maybe?
Maybe when you buy your ticket.
It says you're not allowed to get on the field. Maybe.
I mean, and that's the thing. What you said right there is what's problem with America. Is that I don't think it's illegal. Well, you know what? If everything needs to be spelled out, then we're fucking ruined.
Yeah.
As a country.
Well, things do need to be spelled out for people because most people are stupid. Most people are stupid. We've already established that. It's established every day. Do you watch the news? There's a woman who claims that she was ripped out of her car and forced to drink alcohol by the people she hit. People are stupid. So I don't know why I said speaking of hockey because we weren't talking about hockey. Oh my God, I'm stupid. I'm stupid, Dale. But speaking of hockey, Dale and I are going to the Vegas Golden Knights game on Saturday. Excited about that. They're playing the Columbus Blue Jackets, which I've never heard of before. I mean, I've heard of Columbus, Ohio. I know that's a place. So I'm excited about that. Our friends Jacqueline and Larry are going to be here in Vegas. They're coming tomorrow to stay with us for the weekend. You've heard Jacqueline. She's been on the show before several times over the years. We're excited about going. There's nothing like going to a hockey game. I would never, ever, ever watch it on TV, but there's something so different about actually going to a game in person.
It's fun, man.
Don't you agree?
Yeah.
It's fun. The pageantry, the music, the do, 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 go, 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 yay, 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 get a goal. Yeah, all that. And I'm not a big sports fan, but there's something about going. You get some drinks in you and you'll root for anything.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Vegas a little bit.
I guess.
Speaking of Vegas, the rumor mill. Oh my God, did you hear about Bruno Mars this week?
I did. And I thought this was a weird story.
So there was a guy. I don't even know if anyone knows who he is, but he came out and said that he was an insider at MGM, which owns several casinos here in Vegas. And he said that Bruno Mars, the singer, owes over $50 million to MGM in gambling debts. That's what he said. And everyone knows that Bruno Mars likes to gamble. He is seen in the casinos all the time. He likes blackjack. He's seen at the blackjack tables a lot. But this guy said he owes $50 million. Well, apparently somebody decided they needed to say something. I don't know if it was Bruno Mars putting pressure on MGM or MGM saying that, well, we're just going to say something. But MGM released a statement yesterday saying that, no, Bruno Mars does not owe MGM any money. So I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a lie.
There you have it.
Is it anyone's business?
No.
Should MGM have even put out a statement, or should they have just stayed silent and said nothing? Because it's really no one's business, right?
Right. I would have said nothing.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, Bruno Mars has a $90 million annual contract with MGM to perform at Park MGM's Dolby Theater. He performs there both solo and with his Silk Sonic group. What's that Silk Sonic guy's name? Do you remember?
It's just two of them, right?
Yeah, it's just him and that other guy.
Yeah, I have no idea what that guy's name is.
They're coming back. I mean, so Bruno Mars has several dates planned by himself and with Silk Sonic coming up this year. $90 million a year. That's a lot of money. He also recently opened Pinky Ring, which is a nightclub at Bellagio, which is apparently really nice. And guess what? They don't allow phones in there. You can't take your phone into the nightclub. No cameras, no pictures, no proof that you were ever there. So no one has pictures of this damn nightclub.
I wouldn't go. I'm not going to go out drinking for a full night and then someone take my freaking phone.
He also does not allow phones at his concerts. So you'll never see video or photos of his concerts because he makes everyone put their stupid phone in one of those Yoder cases.
I mean, what would happen if I go up with my ticket to Bruno Mars with my phone in my pocket and say, I don't have a phone? Do they have a right to search me?
I guess when you go through the
they must have
magnetometer, whatever they call it.
That might be it.
They would find it. But I think it is, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous when we go to a concert and I see every single person in front of me holding up their phone and taking videos of the concert. It's like,
I don't do that.
Why don't you just enjoy the fucking concert? Just be in the moment. Live in the moment. Enjoy it for what it is right now. You're never going to watch that fucking video.
No.
You're never... I went to Madonna, what was it, 8-9 years ago, and I spent the entire time taking videos. I might have a half an hour worth of videos. I don't watch those fucking things. And they're a piece of shit. They're horrible quality. And why didn't I just sit there and enjoy it?
Right.
Stupid. Bad news for Jimmy Buffett fans. If you come to Vegas, Margaritaville at the Flamingo is closing after 20-something years.
Oh.
Yeah. The last day is going to be April 15th. Just 2 weeks after they close the Tropicana. A lot of old things closing in Vegas.
It's weird because I really thought it was popular.
It was. I went a couple times. I don't know if it blew me away.
Well, no.
Margaritaville opened in 2003 at the Flamingo. It was 12,000 square feet on 3 different levels. I didn't realize that it was 3 levels. I think I only went into the first one. Apparently, there are 35 locations worldwide of Margaritaville restaurants, as well as hotels and vacation clubs. We know that one in New York City opened recently. I don't know how well or not.
I just thought it was weird. It's just a weird place to have a Margaritaville.
The reason Caesars did not renew Margaritaville's lease is because they want to open their own venue there and get more of the money. Apparently, Margaritaville, though, was paying... Their lease was $750,000 a year to be there. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Flamingo's going through a lot of changes. If you guys are coming to Vegas sometime soon, their Bird Bar is now closed. It's going to be a Gordon Ramsay burger restaurant. And they also are taking part of the sports book and turning it into Pinky's, which is going to be Lisa Vanderpump's 3rd venue in Vegas after Caesars Palace in Paris. And apparently the Caesars Palace and Paris venues for Lisa Vanderpump, who's a Bravo star, if you guys don't know, is doing really well. Super, super, super well. So Caesars is happy to be in business with her.
Is that the one with dogs?
She does have a dog rescue organization in LA. Yeah. She does a lot. She does a lot of stuff. Most of her money came from restaurants and bars, though. Yeah. I wanted to update you. So in the past, we've talked about the Diamond Inn. You know this property. It's right across the street from Mandalay Bay. It's between Mandalay Bay and the airport. And it was a 48-room hotel on a little over an acre. And there was an auction. And the reason we started talking about it was because of the big, huge pink elephant in the front yard. Right? Right on the boulevard, right on Las Vegas Boulevard. It's a life-size elephant, but it's made of plaster or something, and it's pink. And apparently once upon a time it used to make noise. But the city made them stop making it make noise because it was causing vehicle accidents. Yeah, because it startled people. I don't know. That seems ridiculous to me. But anyway, the hotel was closed last year because the city found so many repairs that needed to be made, and the owners couldn't afford to keep it up. So anyway, so they put it up for auction, the entire property, and they wanted $12.5 million for it, which seems like a lot for a little over an acre. But it is right on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Right.
And it is zoned for a 36-floor hotel. I don't know how you can build a 36-floor hotel on an acre of land.
That
would be kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, no one bought it. So we should have showed up. We should have gone. We could have bought it. We could have owned a little motel on the strip. How cool would that have been?
one that you couldn't operate.
Well, we'd just have to spend some money fixing it up.
Yeah.
It would have been cool. We could call it Pinkies. Pinkies is what everybody's calling everything.
Everything.
Lisa Vanderpump, Bruno Mars, and us. What do you think about that? I don't know. I have so much more to talk about, but I think maybe I'll save some of them for next week.
There you go.
What do you think about that?
I love it a lot. Put my pinky to the moon. Is that?
I don't know.
Put your pinky ring up to the moon. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
I guess I'll just tell one more story because I want to tell you about. So Bank of America is our bank, right? Bank of America has been my bank for decades, right? They have all our money.
Forever.
Don't call them and try to pretend to be me because you're not going to get my money. I don't have a lot of it, but they are my bank. Let me just tell you that their ATMs fucking suck, okay? So I was lucky enough to win some money at a slot machine earlier this week. I think it was Saturday. And I went to the ATM on Sunday, and everyone knows banks are closed on Sunday, but their ATMs are open and they accept cash deposits.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the friggin' stack of money in the machine as I'm sitting in the car, the drive-through ATM, and it whirls away, and it's counting my money. And then it decides to spit half of them out.
They're also very slow.
Very slow. But then it rejected half of them. But it didn't tell me it was going to spit them back out. And it was a very windy day. And I'm sitting there. It spits the money out, and $100 bills go flying away from my vehicle.
But this happened to you once before.
This is the second time it's happened to me.
Well, you think you learned your lesson.
You would think Scott would learn his lesson. Scott never learns his lesson. Have I ever learned my lesson about anything?
Oh, my God.
So ridiculous. So there I am. And then, of course, I can't get out of the car because I'm parked so close to the machine
Right.
that my door would not open enough for me to get out. So I had to put the car in reverse, pull it forward, make some room for me to get out.
How the fuck do you put the car in reverse and pull it forward?
I moved it back, and then I moved it forward to get away from the machine. So two different things, two different actions. But then when I opened the door and tried to get out, I had forgotten to put the car in park. So the car started moving forward, and my money's flying backwards, and I'm half out of the car, and the car's moving forward. I wish someone was taping it because it would be on YouTube. It would be one of those reels on TikTok. I swear to God.
Oh, my God.
Before it gets banned. So I finally get the car in park. I get out of the car. I'm like furiously trying. Luckily, there's no one else around because people would be like, "Hey, money, money, money."
Which is odd because around here, those branches or ATMs, there's always a freaking line. Always.
There was no one behind me. No one witnessed this. So maybe it didn't happen. It might not have happened. I mean, I could be totally making it up because literally no one saw it happen except for me. But I got all the money. I literally got every dollar, but one of the $100 bills was ripped in half. And I had to tape it together. So I go to the bank the other day. I think it was it Monday or Tuesday? And I go to the teller and I'm like, I've got to tell you a story. He was not interested whatsoever in my story.
No.
He's like, if you got money to deposit, you should probably just come to the desk. I'm like, well, then why do you have the fucking machines? It's so friggin' stupid. Everything is stupid. Stupid. All right, I had tons more. I think I overestimated how much I wanted to talk about today. Maybe we would have gone longer if we hadn't done this show twice.
Right.
Dill hates me. And as soon as we get done, as soon as I press stop, He's going to leave and never talk to me for the rest of the day. All right, we're excited. So Jacqueline and Larry are coming. We're going to hopefully get them on the show next week. We also are going to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire next Tuesday. So we'll be able to talk about that.
Get the popcorn bucket.
Dale's really excited about the Cinemark Ghostbusters popcorn bucket. So excited about that. Today's music at the top of the show was called Let's Sing by SackJoe22. And you guys can find out more about that at swishedition.com. And we'll talk to you next week. Happy spring, y'all. It's spring now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah. Happy spring.
It's the Equinox?
Equinox. That was yesterday. Yeah. But that's okay. It's today's the first full day of spring.
There you
so that's
go.
a good thing. All right. We love you. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
I wish you guys could hear the first one. It was really good. It was really, really good. I swear to God.